Giannis crosses over on Stu. Tobias comes to double, and they force a throwaway. Ausar slams. Great Piston defense.
Look at that run. 14-0 and 2:28.
Lob inside for a skying Ausar Thompson. He slams it.
Ausar Thompson into the ball game for the Pistons. Ausar out to Ivy. Little show and go back underneath. Ausar Thompson there with the flush.
From the Valley. 5 on the shot clock now for Cade Cunningham. Beal trying to poke it away from behind, and then breaking free all alone on the baseline was Thompson.
When they scored 110, then a bunch of that was in garbage time. How about that?
Turnover
for Austin.
Defense, offense, and nobody home. Timeout, Lakers.
Peyton Watson guarding Thompson. Thompson, wildly athletic, throws it down.
45 seconds left in the third. Anthony stripped by Ausar Thompson. He'll take it to the rack for a slam. That's what he does. Jalen Duren against Miles Bridges. Lobs it. Nice flush by the skying Ausar Thompson. Martin turns the corner, gets to the basket. Rejected on the stuff try by Stu. The Pistons go the other way and get a jam from Ausar Thompson.
Never really got his pro career going. It's a shame that happened to him, but those two were quite the team.
Pistons get a takeaway, run it up, and Cade gets Ausar a slam.
Off the window, can you believe it?
Cade to the lane. Cade with a floating gun off the heel. Gobert with a rebound. Well, taken away by Ausar Thompson. Blindsided him. And he'll get it back and slam it. Nice start. Gobert at the corner. His pass picked off by guess who? Ausar Thompson, a drive and a dunk. Man, is he having a great start. Pistons with the possession here to start the second. See Stu inside, missed it, it came off, but Ausar Thompson flushed it on the follow. Another turnover. Ausar Thompson with a takeaway and a drive and a dunk. Half hook from in front. Jalen Duren rebounds the miss, sends it back up. That won't fall. Ausar Thompson makes sure this time with a stuff.
Rockets get it thanks to the hustle by Thompson, and then Easton coughs it up. They flip it ahead to Ausar Thompson.
Rockets are just out of sorts in this game.
Cunningham. Again, all the screening action that takes place near midcourt. Stewart gathers, hands it off, and the dunk by Thompson. You don't like to see the other guy come into your building and make fun of you. Cunningham, inside dunk for Thompson. Nice pass, feet, got it up too quickly, tip, no. Okongwu battles, but Cunningham wins the ball, fires it to the other end, and Thompson dunks.
You bring in some veterans. See Dyson Daniels come up with yet another miss.
Big fan of his dad for many years. Thompson skies in, timeout Atlanta.
He's had a streak now of 7 of his last 9 here in the month of January, scoring 20 or more, ripped away, but then Duren got it, cutting is Thompson.
Rebound, Tim Hardaway Jr. ahead to Tobias. Drops it to Ausar Thompson for an easy stuff. Could get a triple-double in this one. Cade backs in on Giddey. Hands it off to Ausar for a slam.
Big fella running the floor, getting involved early.
Cade inside to Ausar Thompson, another Piston dunk.
Wow.
Still 7-5 with the missed free throws. Jared Allen wants to screen. Garland gets by and gets to the basket, misses. Rebound tapped outside to Ron Holland. Races to forecourt, gives it to Cade. Shoots a pass deep to Ausar for a jam.
Real delight to watch, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Both he and his brother, amen. The Terror twins, and Thompson flushes that home.
But, Mark, that's not a play the average human being makes.
And, you know, we haven't even mentioned Jaden Ivey, who was hurt early January as Thompson finishes off that alley-oop.
And already is. Yeah. Here's Tobias with a lob inside for Jalen Duren. Bumped off the ball by Diabate, but Ausar gets it back and stuffs. Rebound Jalen Duren. Gives to Ron Holland. Bounce inside for Ausar. Nice setup by Holland. And Ausar stuffs. 64-46 Pistons. Cade against Peyton. Jalen Duren drops it deep for a dunk for Ausar Thompson. Jalen Duren against Salon. Deep to Ausar Thompson for a dunk.
They've won more games than any of the last 6 years. They'll be right on target. Rebound Duren. Ausar Thompson aggressively takes it in on Buzelis.
Yeah, he went right to his chest.
Here's Cunningham with the cross against Osumu, and he sets up Ausar Thompson beautifully. White throws it into the arms of Harris.
Get up in the air.
Too many of those. Oh, Thompson trying to reverse it on the half-court lob.
They need to be in a dunk contest.
Well, this time he'll dunk it. Same 10 that started the game last night start tonight's contest. And Duren finds Ausar Thompson, very similar to the start last night.
You got that iron chin, you know.
Oh boy, yeah. Giddey saved it to Thompson. A Bulls turnover leads to an impressive athletic play by Thompson.
Inbounds to Cade. Cade lobs it inside for Ausar Thompson. Took his time and dunked.
Bulls are going to fall to a season low 11 under 500. There's an easy two to close it out.
And you notice in situations like that, now the Spurs can get back and get their defense set. You see the difference?
And the ball just kind of fell towards Thompson. No technical was handed out, though. And the alley-oop is good. Thompson, good to see him back in there after he went down with that.
Getting to know the guys and Cordy Cupid, who was just adorable going in last night. It was so much fun. There's Ausar Thompson. Pistons have done a great job on the road. They are 16-13 away from Detroit. They've won 3 straight on the road, including in San Antonio and Austin actually on Friday night.
Shots that Cunningham has shot so far in this game.
Onyeka swatted out of there by Stewart. Harris finds Thompson at the other end, and he takes it home. Well, usually Duren is right around that basket, Nick, but got into his bag a little bit. A steal by Thompson. And 2 quick buckets.
That was a
Jalen Duren with his 4th rebound tonight. Cunningham has to get rid of it. Lob to Thompson on the reverse.
Again, if you're going to trap him that high.
Hardaway Jr. up on Harden. James Harden puts it down, gets inside. His pass intended for Batum is picked off. Cade way up for Ausar Thompson. Pistons basketball. Schroeder will trigger. Basket cut. Ausar Thompson. What a play. Malik Beasley drives it. Guns on the run. It won't go. Flush though on the follow by Ausar Thompson. Coffee from the corner. Won't fall. Long rebound. Ausar Thompson to the basket for a dynamite dunk.
Be in shape tonight. Stamina's better be there because both these teams are getting up.
And the Pistons are going to get a wide open jam for Ausar. Average 20 plus in 21, 23, 24, and 25. Jalen inside. Deep bounce to Ausar. Got him a bunny.
That's a beautiful cut from the baseline.
Against Najee. Jalen Duren hands to Tim Hardaway Jr., who finds Ausar for a sky jam. Malik Beasley gives to Paul Reed, gets it back inside for Paul. A lob to Ausar for a dunk.
That was well done and read well by everybody, starting with Beasley.
As is Reese Beekman. But Ausar scores anyway. 6:55 left in the third, 73-59. The Brooklyn comeback continues. Ausar Thompson to the basket for a stuff. After the Pistons were up 25. And deep on the wing A miss for Martin. Pistons rush it up to Ausar for a stuff.
No other Jazz band close to double figures. Juzang does have 8. Put it down again up top. Just a
Jazz on the 9-2 run on that 3 right there, but I like the hard work Flip has put in.
Flip had 5 at the half tee, now 21 and an easy. He has been on an absolute roll, handing out dimes. Speaking of dimes, that was on the top of the rim, and Thompson.
Lob it to Durham. He is a tough customer inside the paint. Attacks on Harden, wraparound pass to Thompson. I mentioned him becoming a better playmaker. Durham averaging 4 assists a game in his last 11 outings.
More onus on him to do more and exert more energy, which is tough.
You pointed out over the not all minutes are equal, not all dunks are equal either. Thompson elevates up high and get that little 1-2 punch there. Zoom misfires as the Pistons claim the lead by 2. Thompson running out and throws it down. This is the largest lead for Detroit after trailing by as many as 13.
That's tough, but shout out to the Warriors defense right now, staying in front of their defenders.
And finally a bucket for the Pistons, a much needed bucket.
Pistons trying to come back against Washington. They failed by 13 at one point. A miss and then a slam for Ausar Thompson, a 9-0 run.
For the first time in 5 years.
And they're playing really good basketball, put themselves in a great position.
Good ball movement coming out of the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff.
Tyler Hero doesn't have much room to breathe, and we right on cue. There you go. Thompson with the steal and the easy finish. Ausar Thompson played his high school basketball. Already close to matching his output from the last time out. Great feed by Cunningham to Thompson, who sends it with his chest. 9 on the shot clock for Cunningham. Highsmith, one of the Heat's best defenders. Thompson, in a league filled with freakish, unique athletes. Cunningham ISO'd against Mitchell. Around the Hardaway screen. Dumps it off, and Thompson says it with his chest. But I love the way Ausar Thompson didn't stand on the perimeter and wait for Cade to kick it out for a 3.
Now you've got Cade Cunningham, and he fumbled the pass. Then it rolls away from Marshall. It's picked up by Cunningham. He's lobbing, and Thompson is finishing. 3-point percentage, etc. Here's a mid-range jumper. Cade Cunningham, no good. Malik Beasley starting the second half because of an injury for Tim Hardaway Jr. He digs out an offensive rebound. Then Ausar Thompson got it to go.
Dennis Schroeder with the basketball against Vassell. JD deep to Ausar Thompson for a dunk. Pistons inbound to Dennis Schroeder against Castle on top. In the post, Jalen Duren, nice bounce to the basket, cutting Ausar Thompson for a slam. Up 108-94 over the Cavaliers. Tim Hardaway Jr. on the drive. Nice dump off to Ausar for a stuff. JD with a high screen for Schroeder. Okoro's got Schroeder. Tim Hardaway Jr. to the baseline. In front for a stuff.
Not in the least.
129-118. A swipe by Ausar. Took his time to the rim, threw it down.
Noah's been busy. Noah's been busy tonight. He went and got me one of the wet wipes to get a spot off my suit tonight. So he's been doing a lot of stuff as Minnesota gives up a backdoor cut there to Ausar Thompson.
They run him off the three-point line, put it on a platter, but it came out. Thompson set it with his chest. Schroeder off the drag screen. Beasley working against Williams. A high floater tipped up and in by who else but Thompson.
Jaden Ivey also out, broke his leg back on January 1st against Orlando. We'll get an update in a couple of weeks, maybe a return in the postseason. Thompson, 19 points, 14 rebounds, and Thompson with the denial.
Another glue play.
Beasley, Thompson, back to 10.
Off the floor to Isaiah Stewart. Schroeder to Ausar. He tried to poke it away and couldn't, and he turned and slammed. But the Pistons are shooting it better against Sack's defense. Miss from Ausar Thompson. but that didn't last long. Cade to the lane. Deeper to Ausar for a dunk.
And forcing a turnover.
Cade against Kuzma. Lobs to Ausar Thompson. Young man way short in that shot from the corner. Feels better now. Got a slam.
In the loss to Memphis Saturday, Celtics are 44-2. Lee scores at least 14. Ausar Thompson back in the lineup for Detroit, scores off the pass from Beasley.
Let's see why not.
Maybe that'll be coming soon. Oh! Ausar Thompson can jump.
I'm telling you, man.
Bounces it inside for Simone Fontecchio. Basket cutter is Ausar Thompson, and he jams it big time.
Taking advantage of this opportunity in the starting lineup and playing in spurts.
Tyler Hero lost the ball. Cade deep to Ausar for a dunk. And the Pistons start the second half the way they'd like. Cade Cunningham against Rozier. Nice dish deep to Ausar Thompson for a dunk. Got that right, Gregory. Sasser against Rozier. Jalen Duren to Ausar Thompson. Quick slam.